Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, we're going to rank the 17 albums of Slade. Yes, we're counting Alive as a record. A lot of the songs are kind of unique to it. And that's a breakthrough record. That's what broke them. So we're counting Alive, and we'll get to the rest as we get to them. Great, classic, early greatest hits collection, Sladist. Let's just get to it. We love Slade. That's all there is to it. We love Slade. The band that gave Quiet Riot two of their hits. Slade wrote Come On Feel the Noise and Mama We're All Crazy Now. That's Slade songs, not theirs. Slade got the cash. It's all good. So you know Slade now, because you know you Quiet Riot. Number 17 is kind of easy. I wasn't going to count it. I wasn't going to count Slade 2, Keep On Rockin' as part of this ranking. You know, it's been re-released under various guises. Because there's no Noddy Hodder, there's no Jim Leah. It's the other two guys that didn't do the writing. Dave Hill and, on guitar, and Don Powell, the drummer. The two new guys. Because, of course, Jim Leah and Noddy just left. The other two guys want to keep working, and Dave Hill's still out there with a Slade act doing the hits. But without Noddy and Jim Leah, no, doesn't quite sound like Slade, especially after 16 and other stuff out there, live collections, whatever. Now, you may own it under different guises. Maybe you own a Super Lob. See, cartoon Dave Hill. I forgot I owned it. I owned it as Come On, Let's Party. This is what I own of the same record. Let me refer. My version has two Christmas songs that isn't on other versions of this record. It's all the same record, okay? It's all basically the same songs. They just rearrange them. They do Run Run Rudolph, Chuck Berry's old classic, and Merry Christmas Now, or Merry Xmas, the famous Slade lack of spelling. And the thing is, if you want to play along and go, well, I want an opinion, I want to hear under whatever title this record, you can't. It's not online. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Bandcamp. It's not on Spotify. Can't speak towards Apple or anyone else with whatever. This is not found there. They want your money to hear this. And they got my money. I forgot I owned it. Online, you can find individual songs from that album. You can get Hot Love, LUV, Fairly cool. The horns? Yeah. Black and White World. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Black and White World remix. Kind of nice. Miracle is a ballad. Yeah. Johnny played the guitar. Pretty good. That's kind of nice. Red Hot. You can find Red Hot on YouTube by Slade 2 or Slade whatever they. Isn't that Red Hot? Horns again. And bonus track, or wherever you count that as, Wild Nights. Not that wild. Other songs here you can't find online. But of course, since I own Come On Let's Party, I get to have Come On Let's Party because it's not online, but it's on my physical. So you've heard worse. You'll hear worse. But it's not Slade. Nadia and Jim Leah wrote all the songs. They're the ones doing the writing. So you get Dave and Don Powell. They're not the people doing the writing. They're not the DNA. They're part of the DNA of Slade, of course they are. And they play drums and play guitar better than I do. Everyone does. But what you really identify as Slade comes from Nadi's vocals and Jim Leah's music writing. So I'm going to have to say that's number 17. Okay? How's that for a start? Number 16. I got it as a 2-on-1. Most of you may well have this as a 2-on-1 on CD. I think if you own vinyl, they're two separate records. But I got the debut when they were still known as Ambrose Slade. They dropped to Ambrose soon after. They haven't found their way yet. They haven't become the Slade we know and love yet in 1969, when this record, Beginnings, was released. That's number 16's Beginnings. There's interesting stuff on that record. You want to hear them do a Frank Zappa cover? Early, 1969, early Frank Zappa. There. Excuse me while I read. Where's Zappa? Ain't No Heart. Ain't Got No Heart. From Zappa, the cover. They do their studio cover of Born to Be Wild here from Steppenwolf, which is, of course, is on the live record. They do Ted Nugent and Boy Dukes. Ted Nugent, Journey to the Center of Your Mind from the Amboy Dukes. They do a cover of it. They do a nice cover, faithful cover of that, as well as Born to Be Wild. It's pretty faithful. Justin Hayward, I imagine, is the Moody Blues. Marvin Gaye, If This World Were Mine. Fly Me High is from Justin Hayward. Yeah. And a cover from Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra. That would be the move, wouldn't it? Because the Electric Light Orchestra wasn't around yet. Knocking Nails Into My House. That's the Jeff Lynne cover. A couple of originals, but the originals, it's the 60s. It's the 60s. It's psychedelic. It's not what you want from Slade yet. Number 15. Play It Loud. Now we're getting somewhere. But it's more inconsistent than the debut. The debut beginnings is a fairly consistent record. But, Play It Loud kind of peters out towards the end. But One Way Hotel is from Sladist, is on the Sladist collection. You'll know it. Know Who You Are from the live record. The live record is on this. Shape of Things to Come. Oh, that's getting there. That's 3 songs all together. And Poke Hill is also found on Slade. So 3 songs that is on my faves. When I want to listen to just my favorite songs, 3 of them are found on Play It Loud. There's some songs that just, no, they're not there yet. Not as consistent as Beginnings. 3 really great songs on that. But some others not so great. I hope I didn't screw up. Number 14. Nobody's Fools. 1976. This is when Slade started to go pop. And we'll get to the other pop record in a moment. The other one's pretty darn good. But they ran out of steam for pop songs on this one. Doesn't have the goods. In Flame is what we're going to get to. But this one, number 14, it's not there. Nobody's Fool, pop, and Do the Dirty. It's kind of clean, actually. Let's Go It Quits. Has some vocal crit to that one. That's a nice little number. But, L.A. Jinx, no. Get On Up should be more rockin' than this is. The riff to Scratch My Back is kind of cool. But it's just kind of a pop album, and no. That's not what we're looking for from Slade. Don't start here. That's all I'm saying. Number 12. Is that my count? Did I screw up my count? Yeah, I did. Hold on. We're better now. Number 13. Return to Base. As you can tell by the cover, the label was not enthused by this record. Well, we're not enthused by Slade by this time. Slade ran out of steam. After they went pop for those 2 records, and they tried to get back in the hard rock game after that, as we'll get to. When they returned to Base, they got 3 really hot songs that I love, that I put in my YouTube likes. Wheels Ain't Going Down, I'm a Rocker, Chuck Berry cover. Nuts, Bolts, and Screws. Ooh, I love that song. There's some other cool songs here. You know, Hold On to Your Hats. My Baby's Got It. But it just runs out of steam in the last 3 songs. Ballad, I'm Mad. Let Me Love Into Ya, which I think is supposed to be a popular song, but meh. And Jenny Jenny, kind of popish. So it just runs out of steam. And just a piss poor album cover. That's all I could say. It's a piss poor album cover. Record label just want to get them off the label. Okay, one more record and you're gone. And they were. We'll be seeing some of these songs later in a higher rated album. Because the record after Return to Base, yeah, they got a nice hot single and, you know, just followed up quickly on that. Crackers, the Christmas record. Well, it's a Christmas record, folks. But you gotta get the Christmas song. I mean, that's where they really make their bread, is their Christmas song, Merry Christmas, Everybody. Not America. America doesn't get into Merry Christmas, Everybody. England certainly does, and perhaps other points of Europe. In America, that's not a Christmas standard, but Europe it is, and they make, you want to own an album, you have to buy the Christmas record. Okay? Also, you want Come On, Feel the Noise, other than how Quiet Riot does it? Well, you're going to have to buy Crackers. That's the frustrating thing about Slade is, I guess some of their hits were not on records, on long play records, full-length albums. They're just a single and that's it. Come and Feel the Noise is not on an album proper, except if you buy Crackers. So I keep Come On, Feel the Noise and Merry Christmas, Everybody. And some nice songs on this. You know, a studio redo of Get Down, Get With It from the live record. Get My Oh My and Run, Run Away. You know, get a New Year's song. And they even remake Do They Know It's Christmas? Feed the World. So you don't want to put up with that multi-voices and multiple people singing, you know, a couple words and another person singing another couple words. Naughty takes care of you. You get just Slade doing Do They Know It's Christmas? Feed the World. And Old Lang Syne, and You Never Walk Alone. It's and I'll Join High Hands. I'll Join High Hands I really like too. Though it's found on another record. And the Okey Kokey. Or as we say in America, Okey Pokey. But I guess in England it's called the Hokey Cokey. Gotta have that in your collection somewhere. And Santa Claus is coming to. It's a nice little collection for the parents coming over and sneaking out some hard rock on your parents. That ain't a bad record. I don't own it physically. I just hear it online. Number 11. Where it all went sideways for Slade. In Flame. The record's pretty darn good. This is a great record. It's a pop record, but it's a great record. The thing is, it's a soundtrack to a movie. And the movie was not what people were expecting from Slade in a movie. You know, Slade, the good time guys, you know, can't spell. And, you know, just, you know, good time, in glam rock peak years. You know, oh, we're going to get a movie from Slade. It's going to be fun. It's going to be neat. It was a serious movie about the pitfalls of the music industry in the 1970s. Not what people expected. Didn't help Slade's momentum. And yeah, it's a pop record, and that has its own but it's a really good pop record. How does it feel? It's sentimental, but it's great. Them kind of monkeys can't swing. I kept that one. That's the one traditional kind of Slade song you expected. So Far So Good, cool tune, pop through. Summer Song, Wishing You Were Here, cool, pop through. Okay, Yesterday Was Yesterday, cool slide guitar too. Actually, that is a really cool song. Maybe I should have saved that. I didn't, I don't think. Far, Far Away, and This Girl, and kind of loses momentum towards the end. But it's a really good record. But you're not getting from Slade what you hope to get from the Slade record. But that first half of the record, great stuff. If you accept them doing a bit of pop, okay? All right, this could be a little bit low for some of you folks. The Amazing Kamikaze Syndrome. Nice yellow record. Had a couple hits. Third song I really liked. I think may have been kind of a hit. But in America, they overhauled The Amazing Kamikaze Syndrome, took out 2 songs, substituted 2 others, rearranged the running order. It became this: Keep Your Hands Off My Power Supply in 1984. This is where America learned who Slade was, because they didn't before. You know, Slade was just a niche band, a cult band. America didn't know Slade until this record. Run, Run Away, My Oh My, C'est la vie. That should have charted too. That's a really cool song. Poppy, balladish. But, and Now the Waltz, C'est la vie. Really cool 3 songs there. The rest of the songs just doesn't do it for me. You know, it just Ready to Explode, not quite. Cheap and Nasty Love. I like the sleaze and implications. Razzle Dazzle Man is found here. Cocky Rock Boys is found here, but not here. Title track is only found here. Keep your hands off my power supply. And the other song only found here is, gee, my notes are terrible. You can't tame a hurricane. You know, kind of inconsistent. In either guys. But there's 2 hits, holy moly. You're allowed to rank them higher because you love those 2 songs. Heck, throw in C'est la vie. That's 3. You're allowed to think in that fashion. And all the hits can rank things up higher. I like consistency. Just me. So that's 10, Amazing Kamikaze. 9, Keep Your Hands Off the Power Supply. Now for the top half of Slade. Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue. Oh, now we're talking. I keep just one little bit. That's the first song on this one. And I keep the last. Good Time Cows. Those 2 are special to me. Ooh, Do We Still Do It? I also keep that one. That's pretty darn good 3 songs there. And, you know, My Friend Stan was a big hit. And Every Day. It's good vocal fry from Naughty. Every Day is cool. Just after just a little bit, the first side is not that great. Second side is better for me. And pretty darn good for 74. So, Old, Now, Borrowed, and Blue, number 8. Number 7. You're going to be surprised, because you may think this is a little bit low. Slade. From 1972, just after the live album, just, you know, made him huge. How Do You Ride? And I Kept Goodbye to Jane. You gotta have that. Mama Roll Crazy Now. A lot of people covered that song, not just Quiet Riot. The Runaways also done it. Goodbye, Goodbye is really cool. You know, I Won't Let It Happen Again. Cool Pace. Look at Last Night. The Whole World's Going Crazy. How Do You Ride? Oh, this is, I don't mind as a little bit. Yeah. Let the Good Times Roll, Feel So Fine. This is a darn good record. And pretty consistent. And 2 songs I really dig. So that's number 7. You think that's kind of low? You think so? Wait until the next one. Yeah, you shouldn't be counting your live records with studio records. But a lot of what's here is not on their records. In Like a Shot from My Gun, I think it's only on this thing. Darling Be Home Soon, you know, from John Passion, I think that's from The Lovin' Spoonful. Hear More Calling, you know, from Alvin Lee, 10 years after. You know, Keep On Rocking, written by the band. And of course, Get Down, Get With It. And of course, from their debut record, where they really kick it up a notch live, Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf. Their version's really good. Absolutely this made their career right here. I don't hear it. There's 5 other records I like better. Clue. I really like their 80s stuff. I think they really started to kick ass when they let go of a lot of that pop nonsense in the 80s and went, okay, we're a hard rock band. He started kicking ass. This was not the standard they kept up. Whatever happened to Slade? Number 5. This is after their 2 pop records. And they went, okay, we get the point. We got rock. B. First song on this thing, B. Absolutely amazing song. On my faves. Okay? I want to hear B by itself in my faves, followed by Motorhead and the Pistols and everybody else. Great song. Lightning never strikes twice. That's cool. I marked everything as cool here because it is cool. Gypsy Roadhog. Dogs of Vengeance. Kind of mid-paced. It's got some texticals to it. Dogs of Vengeance. When Fantasy Calls. One-Eyed Jacks and Mustaches. Big Apple Blues. Dead Men Tell No Tales. She's Got the Lot. Ain't Love But Ain't Bad. Hello, Slade. The Soul, the Roll, and the Motion to end the record. It's a hell of a record. A hell of a statement that they went astray. And they're going to come back. They do pop later. Of course, My Oh My, for Pete's sake. But they're more judicious in doing pop songs in the future. They made darn certain they walked your ass after Nobody's Fools. And starting with Whatever Happened to Slade. Right there, they're back in business. Remember what I said about Return to Base? A lot of the songs, when they got a new record label, they took some of the cooler songs from Return to Base, and of course took some new songs that they wrote. We'll Bring the House Down, the title track. Oh yeah. We'll show that old label. We got the goods. Night Starvation, really cool sleaze track there. When I'm Dancing, I Ain't Fighting, that's pretty cool. Easy Mama is pretty cool. But what's my count here? They got 5 songs from Return to Base on this. Mind you, they got the 3 songs I really like. Wheels Ain't Coming Down. Let me say that again. Wheels Ain't Coming Down. Nuts, Bolts, and Screws. And I'm a Rocker. The Chuck Berry cover. This is a whole lot better than listening to Return to Base. Much more consistent than Return to Base, and a lot better cover, to say the least. That's my number 4. Now we're really getting elite. Okay, remember what I said about the 80s? I finished all the 70s records. Number 3. Rogue's Gallery. Ah, this is so cool. I love this thing. Hey, oh, wish you well. Hell of a start. 7-year bitch. Thank you, Natty. Harmony is really cool. There was a little touch popish, but Yule Sheila, Mysterious Mr. Jones with Z's substituting S's. Walking on water, running on alcohol. Cool. I'll be there. Cool. With a run, runaway rhythm to it. I'll be there as that run, runaway type of rhythm. I win, you lose. Yeah, it's a ballad, but it's pretty cool. Time to rock. Yes. Yeah, all join hands. I mentioned all join hands in the Christmas record, right? It belonged there. It's kind of a Christmas song. But you can listen to it when it's not Christmas as well. Number 3, Rogue's Gallery. That's a hell of a number. Hell of a record. As demonstrated, when I show something on a sheet of paper, I don't own it. I'm not happy I don't own a complete. I know I can go online and buy away, but hey, I'm retired and not rich and famous. So, number 2. Was I surprised by number 2? Because I went, this seems kind of whatever. Then I heard this. This is a hell of a record. Till death to us part. Rock and roll preacher, hallelujah, I'm on fire. Lock up your daughters. That's starting the record. Then you get the title track, which is cool as hell. Ruby Red, pretty sleazy. She brings out the devil in me. Sleazy. I love it. A Night to Remember. My Hat, My Coat, and slowing down a touch. Oh, I love this. Is your body not your mind? Singing to the top of the class young lady, academically, I should say. Honey, you're smart. I appreciate that. But it's your body, not your mind, that got me going. We know who that girl is. Insert the name. But I love that song. I love that sentiment. Great sleaze. Let the Rock Roll Out of Control. Cool as heck. Another song I saved. That was no lady. That was my wife. Was not he married at the time? Didn't research that. I'm gonna let myself stay ignorant at the moment. I don't need to know everything in the world. Really cool song. Also, Knuckles Sandwich Nancy. We know that girl too. Cool song. And of course they do a little bit of a, repeat for a minute of Till Death Do Us Part for a minute or so. I've never seen this physically in my life. Never seen a physical copy of this. let alone own it. I know I can go on Discogs and buy away at an almost reasonable price. I know I can. But I need money for rent and food and stuff like that. I own plenty. For Pete's sake, I own this. I forgot I owned it. I own lots. My home is a testimony to my love of rock and roll in every room. There's a bookshelf of hundreds of CDs in every room, at least one. If not, how many surrounding me right now? I got 4, 6-ish, and that. I own a bit. My favorite? I think the lads, especially Nadia and Jim Leah, ought to be proud of the last Slade record they made in 1987. My favorite, You Boys Make Big Noise. Absolutely above everything else. This is my favorite Slade record, and it's the last one. And they went off a high note. I kept 6 of the songs on this record. No other record's even close to that. Not that, songs can be cool and great, but you gotta be a little bit higher than that to have me put you on my YouTube music like list. Oh, I got room for 5,000. That's all I get. Okay. And then when I ask, okay, give me shuffle, you give me It's Hard Having Fun Nowadays. The last song on this, that's my favorite of all time. I want to be in a crowd screaming along to that song. It's hard having fun nowadays. That's going on 40 years now. Absolutely amazing song. The Warring Silence, excellent. Me and the Boys, great. Ooh La Ya in LA, excellent. Would You Rock With Me, excellent. She's Heavy. You know who you are. This is about loving a slightly overweight woman. She's Heavy. I kept it. Never done it myself. Kept my ex on the toes through. But my known the lyrics to the Too Fat Polka. But even the other songs are cool. That's What Friends Are For. Still the Same. We Won't Give In. Sing, Shout, Knock Yourself Out. Fools Go Crazy. Yeah, that's the one that's kind of okay. And a really cool cover of, I'm going to be on the top of my head. They're from Pittsburgh. Donnie Harris. Donnie Harris and the Cruisers from Pittsburgh to the east of my city. My rival city of Cleveland. Cleveland is Pittsburgh. And Love Is Like a Rock. Great cover of that song, faithful cover. Love Is Like a Rock from Donnie Harris is a classic radio staple in Cleveland. And I guess in other parts of the world, it didn't make the nut. Hopefully Slade helped out and got down the Rs a few quid. So, absolutely great record. My favorite Slade record. Now, you got sentimental memories of older, if you've been into Slade longer than I have. Because I didn't get into Slade until the 80s. So, I don't have the history with other older Slade records from the 70s. I went back to buy those. I didn't get them at the time. It was difficult to get them in America at the time. You know, some of them had to be imported. So that's my ranking of the 17. The way I define them, proper records of Slade. Naughty was threatening that he had some songs during the pandemic, and they were going to do something. Well, it's 2025 now, and we haven't seen it. We'd love to hear it, Naughty. Come on, Naughty, you got one record left in you, don't you? The voice is still in shape. You can still do it. Because, of course, Naughty quit Slade in order to pursue acting. I failed to do my research. What happened to Jim Leah? I'm sure he kept busy. A talented man. The songs are written by Naughty and Jim Leah. You hear this. You hear what Jim and Naughty brought to the table, performing and writing. You hear the difference. Boy, now I'm not against Dave and John Powell and the people they brought in. It's a pretty good record. It's not a great record. Just saying. Not pretty good. Not great. So, you got Naughty and Jim Leah. I don't know if they can match the last record, but I think they can come darn close. After 35 years plus, I think they got some ideas backed up and ready to go and go, hey, I got an idea. In the comments, list your order of your favorite. No right or wrong answers. Of course, you come from a different point of view than I do. Give your ranking. Don't have to do all 17. But I'll try to list the 17 somewhere so that you can make your own without resorting to Googling and Wikipedia like I did. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. And leave a comment. What are your favorite Slade albums? You want to list your favorite songs by Slade? That's a different kind of show. However you want to approach it. I'm generous. I'm interested in what you got to say. Because I'm sure you may be listing some of these older records higher than I do. It's okay. It's point of view. We all got different points of view. We all hear things differently, as our friends at Sea of Tranquility say. We all hear things differently. Especially if you don't have a nail sticking out of this. For the latest in action rock, garage rock, and legacy bands like Slade, come back here to Action Rock Corner. We'll have it for you. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. I gave it a list of the songs you can look up. You can't find this online. You can find the songs I mentioned. You can find those. That'd be fresh for you. And the others too. The Crackers record. Man, I don't have the Crackers record. Jeez. And Dev 2, that's my second favorite now. I'm gonna have to ask the young lady at the store, can you order that for me? Jeez. Got it available to America, guys. Come on. Give old man a break. He wants his Dev 2 your part. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.